Hi guys, it's Miss Lisa, and I'm back out on the porch today for Porch Time Story Time. And today's book is from the library. And look, this is how I know it's from the library, because it's got the barcode on it. And unfortunately, it covered up the first word in the title of this book. This book is called Lester. That's his name. You can't see it though. Lester's Dreadful Sweaters. Lester's Dreadful Sweaters. Say that 5 times real fast. Lester's Dreadful Sweaters. Lester's Dreadful Sweaters by K.G. Campbell. Lester's Dreadful Sweaters. Look at what's happening here. Sometimes the story starts even before the first page. Cousin Clara's cottage was consumed by a crocodile. Luckily, Cousin Clara wasn't in it. Upon hearing the news, Lester disapproved. Cottages, he muttered, aren't meant for munching. He added crocodiles to his list of suspicious stuff, starting with C. Then he checked that his socks were even, and he combed his hair. No one knew exactly whose Cousin Clara was, so she came to stay with Lester's family. She was little and frilly and came with a basket of knitting. I added crocodiles to my list, Lester assured her. At first, everything went well enough. Clara didn't make unsavory noises or rearrange Lester's lost and found collection. All she did was sit and knit. Clickety-click, clickety-click, clickety-click. One morning she said, "I made you a sweater." And Lester thought, how kind. Until he saw it. It was shriveled, yet saggy. It had holes where it shouldn't and none where it should. It was a less than pleasant yellow and smothered with purple pom-poms. It was dreadful. "Say thank you, Lester," said his mother. "Thank you," said Lester. "He'll wear it to school," said Lester's father. Lester's day did not go well. Mr. Twist did not compliment his carefully combed hair, which he always did, and Enid Measles made a less than pleasant remark about the sweater. Later, Lester's sweater was discovered in the laundry, all stringy and shrunken. "What a mysterious accident," said Lester. "Not to worry," said Cousin Clara, and she kept on knitting. Clickety-click, clickety-click, clickety-click. The next morning, there was another sweater. This one covered bits it shouldn't and didn't cover bits that it should. It was an irksome pink and dotted with oddly placed upside-down pockets. It was ghastly. "Don't you look handsome?" said Lester's mother as she handed him his lunch. Lester's day went worse than the day before. Mr. Twist didn't notice his nicely knotted tie, which he always did, and Enid Measles said several irksome things. Later, Lester's sweater was discovered in the yard, all shredded by a lawnmower. "It is an inexplicable tragedy," said Lester. "Never mind," said Cousin Clara, and she knitted and knitted, clickety-click, clickety-click, clickety-click. The next sweater was repulsively pumpkin, uncommonly crooked, and had a hideous hood. It unraveled in the rain and got washed down the drain. The next was an awful olive and had alarmingly large buttons. It was pecked to pieces by several outraged ostriches. The sweaters keep having accidents. Then there was the terribly turquoise one with several unexpected sleeves, and it got stolen by ne'er-do-wells. It seemed that as fast as she could knit them, Cousin Clara's creations were doomed to disaster. "I have curiously bad luck with sweaters," said Lester. "Luckily," said Cousin Clara, I am a curiously speedy knitter. And that night, long after bedtime, Lester could hear a frantic clickety-click, 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 clickety-click. At dawn, he arose to a bone-chilling sight. In the parlor loomed a woolly mountain of cruel colors, appalling polka dots, frightening stripes, startling tassels, and things with 6 fingers. It's a mountain of sweaters. "Oh, no," wailed Lester. "Enid Measles's party is today." They found him crouched amidst the remains of grimly dismembered garments. He clutched a large pair of scissors, and his hands were covered in red yarn. Lester's parents said some loud and angry stuff. Lester said he was sorry. Cousin Clara didn't say anything. She just smiled and held up another sweater. When Lester arrived at Enid's, Mrs. Measles said, "You must be with the clowns." "I'm doomed," Lester explained, "to a life of dreadful sweaters." Lester disapproved of clowns. "Noses," he mumbled, "are not meant for honking." But the clowns liked Lester. "We love your sweater," they told him. "You don't think it's dreadful?" "The feathers and the feet," said the clowns, "are so super cute." "Would you like to have your own?" asked Lester. "There's more?" shrieked the clowns. "By now," said Lester, "there should be tons. Follow me." On seeing Cousin Clara's freshly knitted collection, the clowns went nuts. "So stylish," they cried, "so fresh, so inspired." "Oh, stop," giggled Cousin Clara, knitting away. Clickety-click, 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 clickety-click. "We'll take them all," declared the clowns. "Can you make more?" Cousin Clara, Lester assured him, is a curiously speedy knitter. On the spot, Cousin Clara was offered a job knitting for the whole troop of clowns. "Does your act involve any crocodiles?" It didn't, but the position did include a fanciful caravan of Clara's very own, so she accepted the offer and packed up her knitting. She's gonna go off with the clowns in her own caravan. "Won't you," asked the clowns, won't you miss your family?" "I'm not sure that we're even really related," said Cousin Clara. After everyone was gone, Lester discovered a honking nose and a left-behind sweater. It was a gruesome hue of maroon and had itchy, ill-fitting bits with bells. Lester eyed the garbage can. But then he carefully cataloged both things and added them to the lost and found. "Just in case," he murmured, "if I ever become a clown." The end. And I hope you like that one. I'm Miss Lisa, and that was Lester's Dreadful Sweaters. I'll be back for more Porch Time Story Time. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.